What's been the most interesting thing about building a boat to this size and to the class?
Well, the class itself, because it's the highest class that you can get, is an exercise, and it's going to stretch your imagination, your ingenuity, and all the talents that a company has to achieve it. So that in itself is interesting, just stretching yourself to achieve that classification. The interest of building a boat, though, I think, is that to try to imagine what to do with so much volume that's in the boat. How do you use it and simply not fill a space? No gratuitous things to try to make things have utility. For example, that little 2-inch space beside the stove with the fold-down hinge to provide a platform to put spices, herbs, or whatever when you're cooking. That sort of things. Those things are stimulating when you figure them out and find them, and then don't just accept that I can leave that 2 inches of dead space back there. If you think about it as real estate, it's very expensive real estate when you begin to leave a blank hole. Mm-hmm. So places like where you saw the transformers and things, they're not only they have utility, you really hit a home run mentally, or I do anyway, when you're able to put utility with function and good looks, like where the transformer is, for example. It's a worldwide transformer. You just plug the boat in wherever you go. But it carries with it some risk. It makes heat, it's doing electricity, etc. So first you have to heat proof it, cool it, silence it, and then fireproof it. So building it in a nice shiny stainless steel box turned out to have another function. That we started out, it was just a painted box, and then we took a piece of stainless in there for fireproofing, and said, gee, if we polish that, it's a mirror when we can see the backside of the transformer as well. So things like that are a mental home run for me. Right now we're doing 27 plus knots. We're at about 90%. There's about 4,000 gallons of fuel on board, 500 water, some of the owner's gear, all of the safety gear. So in other words, it's not heavily loaded, but it's all except for owner's stores. It's ready to go, and we're burning 100 and about 35 an hour at this speed, which is 27 and a half, almost 28 knots. And top speed is approximately 30 knots with moderate load. We saw 31 once. I don't think it was a fluke, but the boat was fairly lightly loaded, maybe 1,000 gallons of fuel in it, that sort of thing. So it's just over 50% power on the boat, so it's quite a high performance boat, particularly considering size. And at that speed, fuel burn is a total of 84 gallons per hour. 84 gallons an hour at 25, almost 25 knots.
What are the decibels in here?
At this speed, they're a little less. They're about 65. At wide open throttle, they're 67. Maximum cruise, they're 66. That's about the same as the Salon.
And what is your range at most efficient cruising speed?
What I would call ocean cruising speed, 9 knots. For the boat, 9.1 knots, excuse me. 9.1 knots gives it a range of about 3,900 miles with safe reserves. That's allowing for some sloppy weather. The fuel tank design is designed so that everything runs down into a sump. So virtually every gallon of it is usable, because we put a baffle in the tank which won't allow, if the boat rolls, it won't allow the fuel to slosh out of the central sump. It all runs down in. So all but about 80 gallons of the 5,000 is usable. So the figure I gave you there, if you had reasonable weather, is 42 to 4,300 mile range at 9.1. At 8 knots, it jumps to well over 5,000. If you want to go down to, you know, typical trawler speeds of 7.7, 7.6, it's in close to 6,000 nautical miles. It will run nonstop from Sarasota, Florida to Cancun, Mexico, and return on its own fuel without refueling at 25 knots.